your specialist savings bank.
Sharp, February 4, the day Americans ate 1.2 billion chicken wings during Super Bowl.
Ah, yes, the Super Bowl, an annual afternoon of televised violence that divides a whole nation. We've got one of those coming up in New Zealand this week too. It's called Waitangi Day.
Yep, 2 days out from our National Day, that figurehead for calm debate and zen-like reasoning, Te Whai Harawira, is once again front and centre.
But what's got her all worked up this time, you ask? Is it the sale of water assets? Is it the ongoing struggle for tino rangatiratanga? No, it's something we've dubbed the kuia coup. Who should lead the Prime Minister onto the marae?
Well, Te Whai's had the gig, of course, through tears, tantrums and turf throwing. Now, some want it gone.
Yeah, but the problem is everyone's too terrified to put their own hand up for the job. So we thought we'd help out with some suggestions. How about this? Could Paula tell her to zip it titi?
Beth Hickey ticks all the boxes for me. She's tough, she's lippy. Sadly, she's fictional.
But we think we've got just the candidate, someone who's used to smiling through nearly anything. Put Hekia in the eye of the Waitangi storm. As she'd say, it's karma. Welcome to the very first 7 Sharp. Here we are, and we're real keen to hear what you have to say about the stories and the show.
And you can do that by heading to 7sharp.co.nz, and there you'll find a fully interactive place to comment, join a poll, and watch the show as well if you're out and about.
Now, we wanted to have the Prime Minister to cut the red ribbon to officially open our show, but unfortunately he wasn't available. Actually, he was totally available, he just didn't want to.
But he did let us into his private office, so Heather du Plessis-Allen took the opportunity to have a nosy and have a drink.
On your list of things to do, reporter from 7 Sharp doing fluff piece.
You're doing fluff piece, yeah. Well, that's Emma writing that down.
Yeah, well, we're going to give Emma and all those 7 Sharp critics just what they expect, a fluff piece.
What about a panic button if something happens?
No, this is the panic button, OK, so we try not to impale too many people that come in. This, believe it or not, was given to me by President Obama. He doesn't work in the Oval Office. That's just the place they meet people.
You know, he has a red phone. Do you have a red phone, an emergency phone?
Yeah, this one is a secure phone. Not real flowers, but real water.
These real?
Fake.
Also not real?
I know. And I even bought these myself.
Oval Office or not, fluff piece or not, it's still pretty special to get our cameras into the Prime Minister's office.
I've got my own bathroom and shower. Possibly the good people of New Zealand don't need to actually see all this. This is a little kitchen, and unlike President Obama...
Seriously, what is with the Obama talk?
There's a chef in the whole... I am the chef, and more often than not, at night, having had nothing to eat and the whole 9 yards, you'll see me eating these cold out of a can. This is to celebrate the success of Sharp 7.
7 Sharp.
I can pour you a glass now if you'd like it, but it is sort of early in the morning. It's time.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. Why not?
Yep. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
I never drink during the day. So there you go, I'm breaking the rules for you. For 7 Sharp.
Thank you for that.
Mistake, because after the Prime Minister showed us the cabinet room and then left in his personal elevator,
7 Sharp.
This is what happened.
We will never get invited back up here.
Now, we'll take this opportunity, with help from National's outspoken Paula Bennett,
Zip it, sweetie, I'm getting there.
to explain some of the quirks of this palace of power.
This is my chance to get back at them.
The lobby, the one place we always seem to be interviewing the MPs.
Yeah, well, that's where we have to walk through to get to the debating chamber. So you know that politicians will be walking through here at a particular time every day.
The bells. That dinging in the back of all of our interviews.
So that's the bells telling us that in 10 minutes' time, the debating chamber will be all go. It's question time.
Bellamy's, Parliament's infamous restaurant.
You guys are the rugby team, are you?
It wasn't us.
The parliamentary rugby team, not quite the All Blacks.
I'm just going to take this opportunity just to point out to the viewers that actually we've got a mix of both sides of the house here, don't we? And a lobbyist.
And security measures, the way Labor keeps National out of its corridor.
Yeah, that's the reject noise.
Labor doesn't want you here.
But does not let the nasty gnats into the corridor. I have been rejected.
Yeah, well, so much for security.
When we were in Paula's office, she had to turn over sensitive documents. Do you have any you have to turn over?
This is DVD.
No, that's come and gone.
They were adult movies.
Order!
Now, there are parts of Parliament not even us regulars know about.
Is this a secret?
Well, it's sort of a secret. It's, you know, hidden for members only. This dates from the days when Parliament was sort of more like a club.
What about this bar? There's nothing going on in here.
I think when it first opened it was an honesty bar and it didn't really work.
They weren't honest?
Well, that's my understanding. At times it does feel a bit like a prison or a boarding school.
Yeah.
But you're sort of like, you're stuck.
And just like at every boarding school, we scribble on the desks. In amongst all the tags on the debating chamber's press gallery bench, there's mine.
I think I saw Trevor Mallard had scratched his initials into that pool table.
There's something about the sign members only than a shot of a urinal that makes me feel pretty juvenile. I apologise.
David Shearer has also had a busy start to the year. He was re-elected as leader of the Labour Party this morning.
And if you're having feelings of deja vu, you're not alone. Here's Jeese to explain the story thus far.
The Labour Party was once memorably referred to as the gaggle of gays, but these days it's more like a gaggle of Daves. Dave Shearer, Dave Cunliffe, Dave Parker. I guess it feels good to have a David in charge when the opposition team has Goliath. The party voted David Shearer as leader, and while David Parker rejoined his people and quietly returned to the mothership, David Cunliffe grew a beard and started plotting. It was all quite Shakespearean, really. The king, the bad guy trying to overthrow him, the ghost that hangs around scaring the bejesus out of everyone. Cunliffe said, hey, if you're so popular, let's put it to a vote. There's the majority, beat that. All right, that didn't work. Let's raise the majority and put it to a vote again. Bugger. OK, I'm getting a vibe you guys don't want me as leader. Maybe I should just walk out this door right now. I'm going to do it. I'm really going to do it. Who wants to take another vote? Anyone? Guys? Guys?
Oh, I feel sorry for him. We'll find you something. Leader of the Labour Party, maybe. So it's all go in the nation's capital. We'd like to hear your thoughts. You can go to the website or contact us via social media.
Absolutely. Actually, we've had a few come in on Facebook already today. You know, we were sort of talking about who might accompany John Key at Waitangi. Let me run some of these names by you and you tell me what you think. Yep. This is thanks to Facebook. Sonny Bill Williams. He's got the muscle.
You'll need to pay.
Very
It'll
popular.
be too expensive.
Kim.com.
My eye's not that big.
Harry McCleary.
He's at Donaldson's Dairy.
Someone says Batman. David Bain. And I like this one. Someone says the ideal person to go with John Key to the Lower Marae, the woman who left that answer phone message in the Stokes Valley.
Mrs. 20 bucks.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to talk about Labour for a second, really, really quickly. I find it really interesting how David Shearer came out like a rabid Rottweiler after November when he vanquished David Cunliffe back then. Now he's back to the kind of droopy Labrador role again, isn't he? It's like he got stroppy, people liked it, he showed some real backbone, and then it just has gone all a bit limp again. You sort of like that version of David Shearer worked, and from there on it's all gone a bit
Well, it's worked a treat, though, hasn't it?
Hey, thanks.
According to the leadership vote today.
Now, I'm playing with this. They tell me it's an iPad, but at the moment it's resembling a large calculator, but I think I've managed to make it work. Chanel Foreman says, Heke parata, what a neat event, Waitangi, to practice her just there for decoration position. You can't see it, but I can, that's all that matters. And I like this idea as well from Megan O'Donnell, who says a small child would be great to go out with John Key at Waitangi. Perhaps then the protesters might hold back a bit and focus on the future of New Zealand, not the past.
One of my favourite comments on Facebook from this afternoon actually was the suggestion that you get the head boy and the head girl from the nearest high school in Waitangi to lead the Prime Minister on. What a great idea. Introduce the younger generation.
Well, we're running a poll tonight on who exactly should escort John Key onto the Lower Marae at Waitangi. Who do you think should have the honour or perhaps take one for the team? We're giving you 3 options. I don't know who came up with these options. First is Tete Whai Harawira. The second is Ani Toru, and now she was nominated by the Marae trustees as an idea for this year. And the third option, disgraced Belarusian shot putter Nadzea Ostapchuk.
That's one of the producers having a little game with you.
Yeah, we're still getting used to these polls. We'll have the result a little later in the program. Jump onto our poll. I swear to God, it says that. Jump onto our website have a go at the poll, and we'll look forward to seeing those results. I think it's going quite well for a rehearsal.
It's going zinging along perfectly. Hey, look, after the break, fighting a war is tough enough, but for some, leaving Afghanistan can be just the start of the battle. See you shortly.
All that is really worth doing is what we do for others.
In the brand new season.
Where are we?
They're gambling for their lives.
What kind of sick game are you playing?
Pretty extreme to take an entire family.
But this is no ordinary crime.
Mommy?
Criminal Minds. 8:30 tonight on One.
Really?
New Zealand's best prepaid pack has been extended. For $19, get all this. Plus, sign up now to get free calling to any telecom mobile until the end of March. Only on the Smartphone Network.
Moccona, for lovers of coffee.
Ringo Starr and his all-star band are coming in the new year. Feb 7, CBS Arena Christchurch. Feb 9, Vector Arena in Auckland. Tickets on sale now at Ticketek and Ticketmaster. Ringo Starr and his all-star band on sale now.
If you're looking for a new fridge, Hire now offers you all the features of a bigger fridge for a lot less. Enjoy the latest design ideas, like this humidity drawer, which helps keep food fresher for longer, and adjustable shelving. Then there's 2 freezer drawers for all your frozen meals, so there'll never be a struggle for space. A 2-year warranty, local 24/7 service support, and even a Hire gift card worth up to $250 on selected models at your Hire retailer now.
Guthrie Bowron Summer of Colour continues with great deals on paint and curtains. Get 8 litres of Guthrie Bowron exterior paint for the price of 4. 10 litres of quality roof paint for only $109. And free curtain making, only at Guthrie Bowron.
Went up on the hill about 12 o'clock. Reached right back and got me a pole. Went to the hard one, got me a hook. Placed that line right on that hook. Says you've been fishing all the time. I'm a-going fishing too. I bet your life, your loving wife, catch more fishing.
TNT Children's Wear famous total clear out sale. The once-a-year sale with at least 30 and up to 70% off everything. Absolutely everything. Even just landed autumn styles. At least 30 and up to 70% off everything. Only at TNT Children's Wear.
See the best of UK and Europe with House of Travel. Pick your favourite European city and take off with great airfares starting at just $19.89 per person return. Choose Rome from 2375, or maybe London from 2549. And why not take a break on the way with one of our 6 incredible $199 stopover deals? For the best advice and European holidays, visit your local House of Travel today or call 0800 838 747.
My customers were shocked to find their side window smashed. They called Smith & Smith straight away. We have more vehicle glass in stock than anyone, so I was able to fix it fast. Insist on Smith & Smith, New Zealand's leading vehicle glass repairer.
Smith & Smith Replace. The sweet-toothed chimp.
Chimpanzees love honey.
The speed-dating frog. A hippo who body surfs. A place where strange is beautiful and weird is wonderful. The Congo marches to the beat of its own drum. David Attenborough's Africa, the brand new series, 8:30 Tuesday on One.
Hey, we'll have a look at the results. Welcome back, by the way. We'll have a look at the results of the poll that we launched just before the break. It's a hot question. We asked who you think should lead John Key onto the marae at Waitangi. 33% say Te Whai Harawira, 20% for Ani Toroa, but the winner is the woman whose gold medal was taken off her at the Olympics, Nadzia Ostapchuk.
In a shock result.
Yeah, the clear message there, though, is that it's time for Te Whai to move on, and Greg, we've nominated you to tell her, so good luck.
Yeah, I'll text her and stay down here safe in Auckland. I wouldn't like to be the one telling her that somehow. She's going to go anyway. We all know that she's going to go
By
anyway.
text, always the best way to do it.
All right, well, as our troops prepare to come home from Afghanistan in April, one of our top soldiers has had the courage to speak to us about a war wound that can't be seen.
He wants others to learn from his story. This from Jahan Casanata in Wellington.
I've lived with apprehension for so many years. It's taken a long time for me to feel self-confident and proud of what I've done.
For a guy who's spent 20 years in the army, you'd think a skydive would be a doddle. But today, Bill has to conquer his nerves.
We're at 12,000 feet. The door opens. There's no turning back. You look back and it's quite scary. Am I actually going to make it? You're trying to fit back into society, into normal life, but you're still living this high adrenaline rush. You're always on alert. Your brain is still going 24/7.
A lieutenant colonel in the New Zealand Defence Force, Bill went to Afghanistan in 2004.
It was the pinnacle of my career. I was the Deputy Director of Intelligence. It's something you train for all your life.
After 7 months, Bill was welcomed home with top honours. But weighing on his mind were calls he'd made that ended in the deaths of innocent women and children.
You're a professional soldier. You know, you're doing a job. In a war zone, people do get killed. Those images never leave you. It's not pleasant seeing a human being ripped to shreds. It's basically like something that's on rewind in your brain all the time. And that really plays with you.
It's almost like a completely different person. It wasn't the person that I had met 4 to 5 years earlier. I don't think he was the father that he was when he left. You could ask over and over again, did he want to talk about it? And the answer would always be no. He would want to deal with things in his own way.
Bill would leave his desk job at Defence HQ and head to the pub.
Can I grab 2 pints of tui, thanks? I isolated myself from everybody. We'd stay here until 8 o'clock at night. That's a huge session, and I would go home and sleep.
Even in his dreams, Bill was under fire.
I've had some shocking nightmares. Throwing myself out of bed and dislocating a finger against the wall.
It got to the point where we'd have to sleep with a pillow in between us because there was a fear that he would reenact certain things from Afghanistan.
After leaving the Defence Force, Bill sought help. He was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and put on ACC. Bill was given medication for anxiety and depression.
Well, I'm probably the fittest now than I've been in over 10 years. I want things to get back on track. I want to get back to work. I've got a daughter to put through school for the next 2 years, and I don't want to lose my house.
You believe that we have made a contribution in Afghanistan?
Yeah. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't believe. Afghanistan will never be a democracy or country as we know it, but we've brought some stability there.
Bill has a message for all Kiwis who've reached a low point.
Always talk to somebody. If that somebody doesn't listen or doesn't get it, talk to somebody else. Talk to your family members, because it's really important that they know exactly what's going on. There's a light at the end of the tunnel that grows bigger and bigger each day. I'm going to Masterton to do a skydive. Good on you. Want to come? Face of fear, and bloody skydiving's a bit of a fear.
It's something he's never had to do in his defence career, and he's doing it for his kids.
She came up and gave me a hug and said to me, I got my dad back. I mean, that's pretty powerful. And I'd been missing in action since 2005.
Hopefully, as life goes on, if that plane goes, we're both on it.
It's pretty incredible that Bill's here to experience this. A year ago, he tried to take his life.
The doctor said, you know, I was a whisker away from not being here now.
Do you think you could ever go back to that place?
No. You have your bad days, but there's too much to live for.
You're learning, you're suffering, you come out on the other side, you're laughing.
Oh, there they are. Look, the parachute. Woo! Yay!
I hope the journey that I've gone on, the story that I've told you, will save a life. This is about supporting Defence people in the future. They've given their all, and some have given their lives.
Yes!
You did it!
All right, so what do you think? Let us know via social media, or you can head to our website. And important to point out at this point that the channels are there. The Ministry of Defence do offer the channels if people like Bill do need help. I think in a broader sense, though, this points to the fact of what we all know about New Zealand men, be it a soldier or whatever, we're absolute rubbish at accepting help and asking for help. We see it time and time again, be it the night sweats and the cold shivers or a sore head.
And Bill pointed it out in that piece that if you don't get some joy from the first person you ask, then go to another person or another person until you do find somebody that understands, and it can take that long. With you guys.
Well, you say us guys, I mean, I do think it's possibly a generational thing as well. I think we're getting better as New Zealand men at talking about our emotions. In fact, you know, I've got friends in central Auckland, they talk way too much about their emotions.
They won't stop.
I would love for them to pull
Grey
back.
Lynn, you mean?
Leave a bit of mystery, guys. But, no, it's an inspiring story, and I guess the idea is if the first person isn't helpful when you talk to them, go to someone else and just...
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's
it's
like
not
the
just...
JK said, yeah.
It's not just men, it's women and children as well. We know that up to 20% of people will develop symptoms of this after a trauma. We've seen it in Christchurch, haven't we, with so many people. I think 100% spike in people seeking help. If you can see the symptoms of PTSD in yourself or in someone you know, go to Lifeline's webpage. Here it is, and it's a good place to start.
And if you're prepared to accept help, well, you never know where it might come from. Tomorrow night, an amazing story. We follow All Black legend Richie McCaw as he reaches out to the kids who survived that rock climbing tragedy last year in New Plymouth.
Now, what would a primetime current affairs show be without an international star?
Indeed.
The guy we have next is every mother's dream, but he picks his nose and he loves to swear. It's coming up.
They're finely tuned life-saving machines.
Rescue, rescue, rescue. We have multiple swimmers heading out on the rip on the right-hand side.
But if they have engine trouble, we're in trouble.
Disaster. The motor won't start.
Then, saving lives.
We're bringing you an 8-year-old child.
Head injury, neck injury.
With split-second decisions.
Tension is high. They have 2 minutes to get it right.
PH Rescue and Rapid Response. Coming up next on One.
Here's the latest deal from Harrison's Carpet One. We're giving you up to 40% off selected carpets with no payments or interest until 2014. Call us now on 0800 22 7738 for a free measure and quote.
Oh, come on, Hayley. This is a breakfast show. It's not tea time at Nan's.
This, Mark, happens to be a delicious Belvita breakfast biscuit. Gives you energy for the whole morning.
So, Bickies for breakfast. What next? Pudding for tea?
Belvita breakfast biscuits are made with 5 whole grains. They're low GI and specially designed for breakfast. There's a sustained release of carbohydrates over 4 hours as part of a balanced breakfast.
Oh, cracker. So you're going to be more lippy than usual.
Belvita breakfast. Biscuits specially designed for breakfast.
G'day, I'm Graham Rose from Window Treatments. Our More for Less deal will save you up to 30% on our entire range of blinds, shutters and awnings. For a free no-obligation quote, just click on windowtreatments.co.nz.
From Window Treatments.
While we fill the shelves, you can fill up on fuel savings. Spend $150 on the groceries you like. Baked beans, butter, broccoli, or whatever you choose. And save a massive 40 cents per litre on fuel. Offer in Sunday on now at New World.
Psycho is going to be my next movie. Are you in or are you out? Just going to have to go it alone, my dear.
Why this one, Hitch?
Just think of the shock value. Killing off your leading lady halfway through.
You shouldn't wait till halfway through. Kill her off after 30 minutes.
Wow. Am I making a terrible mistake?
It'll be splendid.
Are you sure?
Unquestionably.
Us Kiwis live in enviable splendour. We've got lush rainforests, glassy lakes, smoking volcanoes, and we're lucky to enjoy it all for free. No strings, no contracts, and no subscriptions. Yeah. So on that note, exercise your right to enjoy free TV with Freeview. For more info, drop into your local electrical store or call 0800 Freeview. To be fair, it's got to be free.
There are the liners you're used to, and there are poise liners. Both are thin, both are discreet, but poise liners are specifically designed for light bladder leakage, or LBL, so they protect you better. Period. Find out more at poise.co.nz.
The Bag Shoes Scorching Summer Sale is on now with up to 50% off. Thousands of top brand women's and men's summer shoes and sandals reduced. Mini half price. Plus all school shoes reduced. Best brands, huge range and free gear with every pair at Bag Shoes. Yeah.
Property Brokers Early Bird campaign means that the best selection of property for sale in your area is on show right now. Visit our website at propertybrokers.co.nz. They're all there for you to see.
Next, a dangerous rip swallows holidaymakers in Piha rescue. Then a hit and run leaves a little girl fighting for her life in rapid response. And later, the Criminal Minds team are gambling with their own lives in the new season. Life on the Edge this Monday night here on One.
He sold 25 million albums. He's got a string of movie credits to his name, and now Josh Groban's coming to New Zealand behind his 6th album. It's called All That Echoes. The American pop star is probably best known here for this tune.
Yeah, that guy, nice guy too. I chatted with him the other night and he let slip he's getting together with the Concord and he's on his way here.
It's been far too long since I've been there. I remember so clearly the hospitality, the warmth, the really open-minded love of all kind of music that the fans there showed. And we will be, in fact, doing some tour dates there in April. So I'm really looking forward to that.
You're the most requested guest ever on Oprah Winfrey's show. It's a pretty incredible thing. What do you actually make of that?
Yeah, you know, I am so grateful for everything that Oprah brought to my career. I mean, she is the queen, and anytime she holds something up and says, I want you to read this or hear this, you know, people definitely take notice. So the fact that she had me on so early in my career, that she had me back on 6 or 7 times, it's just dumb luck. I mean, I can't believe that she was so supportive.
But you're not a man who can be accused to take himself too seriously. You sung the wise tweets of Kanye.
If you love Kanye West's tweets as much as I do, you are going to love my new album.
Josh Groban's The Best Tweets of Kanye West.
This is not something you'd expect from a major recording artist. You're quite happy to take the mick out of yourself.
I love making light of my own image. I mean, I take my music very, very seriously. I don't take myself very seriously. So, you know, if given the opportunity to kind of have some fun and do something. I mean, his tweets are comedy gold just without music put to them. But when the Jimmy Kimmel Show, which is a talk show we have here in the States, asked me to write some melodies to those tweets, it really gave those tweets the gravitas that I felt they so richly deserved.
Apart from Crowded House, can you name any New Zealand bands or singers?
Apart from Crowded House, you know, I actually just wound up talking to Brett from Flight of the Conchords, wonderful songwriter, and we're going to be collaborating on something that I can't quite mention yet, but it's going to be something that we're going to be working on in the next many months.
You have been here before. What do you remember? What do you want to see when you do come back in April?
I was actually sick when I was there last time, so the main thing I'm looking forward. So, you know, doing promo when you're sick, you could be in the most beautiful place in the world, and you're just saying to yourself, God, I wish I felt better. I remember when I was there last time, we had an early flight the next morning, and my record label there said, you know, what time do you have to leave? And I said, 11 a.m. They said, perfect. We'll get you up at 5 a.m. We'll do some barefoot water skiing, and we'll get you on your way. And I was like, yeah, I've still got a bit of the strep throat. So I love how active everybody is there. So I'd like to. My goal is to do some of that barefoot water skiing when I get there.
A lot of us are quite slovenly, though, Josh. Bear that in mind. That's the news, though. He's here in Auckland on April the 13th. Said his biggest ambition is to find a wife and have a family. Looking like that talented 25 million albums. Good luck, loser.
What I liked most about that piece was that the Jimmy Kimmel Show had more luck than we did at getting their tweets up.
Oh, yeah, that was quite clever. We'll have to give him a call. And, Greg, are you going to invite your new buddy around for a jam when he's here on April 13th? You play a bit of guitar?
Badly, yeah. I've got 3 chords at disposal, so long as he sticks within A, B and D, we're fine. Yeah.
Very cool. Hey, well, that's 7 sharp for tonight. But before we go, Take a look at this.
Would you drink anything made in a place like this? Seriously. Problem is, Kiwi tourists might well be. We'll have what you need to know before you party hard in Bali. That's tomorrow.
So there you have it, 7 sharp for Monday for the first time. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.